Good morning. So today I wanted to do a December 1st energy reading just to kind of see what energies we can expect for the month of December. And I am a certified life coach, but I'm also certified in spirituality and intuitive coaching. And I like to incorporate that into the more mainstream life coaching techniques. More or less, I created a bastardized version of coaching, but it works really well. So we're going to start with a wisdom of the oracle to get just an overall feeling of what the energy for December is going to be. What have we got? I don't know. Sometimes the cards don't really want to talk. Let's see what we got. What is our overall energy for December, spirits? Overall energy for December. It has been a crazy astrological year, and I'm excited that we're coming into Sagittarius season. We had the Sagittarius new moon, and it brought in so much positive energy with Jupiter going direct. So I feel like we have a lot of blessings to look forward to in December. And our first card is 47, Go the Distance. And unfortunately, you can't see it. By the way, please pardon my lumberjack look today. I know it's not the most flattering. I am an absolute wimp when it comes to the cold, and it's like 19 degrees where I live. So go the distance. Endurance, strength, the long haul. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there's no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. And that is so true that a lot of times we tend to get impatient because we feel like our blessings, our desires aren't showing up at the timeline that we had hoped for. But there's always a reason for that. And I think we need to remind ourselves sometimes that we have to be prepared for the blessings to come in or they don't stick. So sometimes you have to take a detour on the way to where you're headed because you need to pick up another skill, or there's more information you need to get, or a lesson that needs learned, so that when you get to that place that you've been trying to reach, you're ready. You can handle it. And I feel like Spirit looks out for us in that way, in making sure that when we want something and we truly desire it and we work for it, we take inspired action. If there's something, and I call them blockages, if there's something in your subconscious that will cause you to mess it up, and to be honest, you can't get it wrong. You really can't get it wrong. Life's journey is all about growth and expansion, so you really cannot get it wrong. You're still learning, you're still growing. But if you're meant to have a major financial abundance, and yet Spirit, God, higher power knows that you have financial blockages or financial behaviors that will not allow you to really maximize that blessing, they're going to take you on a detour before you get it to make sure that when it comes, it sticks. So sometimes, oh, there's the first card. By the way, this is the Mermaid Tarot. Just going to get 4 cards and see what the energy for December is. But yeah, be thankful for life's detours, because sometimes that little detour that seemed to us like what I want isn't coming through, that detour is what makes it happen. And that lesson that we needed to learn is what makes it stick, or helps us be successful in the place that we're trying to go. So I know patience was not always something that I embraced. But looking back over my life's journey, and I have 47 years of experience on the planet, so there's been a lot of detours along the way. I realized, looking back in hindsight, that all of those things were necessary to get me to where I wanted to be. All of those lessons had to be learned in order to make the goal attainable. All right, one more. One more for December. What have we got? Energy for December. One more. Boy, spit 3 out really fast. One more, please. Can we get 4? Is that all you got to say today? And that's all I've got to say about that. Forrest Gump's an amazing movie. Speaking of the detours on life's journey, that is a beautiful analogy to what I was just saying. Because if you look at the journey of Forrest Gump and how it ended up landing him exactly where he wanted to be, but he had so many things along the way that did not look like they were going right. And then all of a sudden, something would happen. Okay, oh, this is some good energy here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Magician, and the 10 of Wands. So I'm going to have to say that whatever it is that you've been waiting for, this Jupiter going direct, the Sagittarius, new moon, all this positive energy that we've got coming in, it is coming through. Because the 8 of Wands is rapid communication. So whatever news you've been waiting for, whatever information you've been waiting on, if there's been something that's been holding you back from making that breakthrough, the 8 of Wands is saying that it's coming in, and it's coming in fast. Be ready. And apply this. This is a general collective reading, so apply this to your life as it fits. And if it doesn't fit, let it ride. That's just how tarot works. It's just an energy reading. So if it's communication from someone you've been waiting to hear from as far as a relationship or a job or a move, maybe you're trying to buy a house and you haven't heard from the realtor, well, get ready because that communication is coming in fast. Followed by the 7 of Cups, which is having options, being undecided, uncertain. I think for so many of us, the last few years have created a lot of uncertainty. And there's just a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. So you may be wondering, how do I move forward from this point? What direction should I go in? And that's something that, because I do intuitive work, that's something that you really need to get quiet and listen to your inner voice. Listen to your gut. What is your intuition telling you to do? What direction is it pointing you in? Watch for signs, synchronicities. Because when you ask for guidance, you will receive it. But we have to, again, be in the present moment so that we catch those signs and synchronicities. And if we're up in our head thinking about all the potential options that we have, then we may not see the path that's laid out right before us because we're too busy up here. But whatever choice you make, it is going to be beautiful. Now, for some of you, again, if it's a relationship, this is the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is union, completion, celebration. So again, this thing that you've been waiting on, it's coming in fast. You're going to have to make some choices, but then you're going to celebrate. Whatever it is that you've been waiting on, the completion is coming. So take a deep breath. Sometimes patience really does pay off. And then we have the Magician. And the Magician, this is something too that relates to taking action because the Magician uses all of the elements. Because you have, so in the tarot, Cups is emotion, Wands is action, Pentacles is earth, and Swords is air, which is more thought, that kind of thing. So the Magician uses all of those things because swords can be thoughts, communication, mental energy. Then you have the Cups, which is emotion, which is the heart and the intuition. Then you have the Pentacles, which is the earth, which is grounding it into your reality. And then, which one did I leave out? I think I left out Wands, which is the action. That's typically where we tend to trip up, is the action part, because taking action can be scary. It can create fear because we're not certain. 7 of Cups, we're not certain what action to take that's going to lead us to where we want to go. And that's why intuition is so important. Being in touch, connected with your higher self, your higher power, your higher guidance, and that inner voice. When you use methods like meditation to calm the mind, or another great thing for kind of getting the mind to settle down, if you use the sleep subliminals, there's sleep hypnosis. They're free on YouTube. Same with the guided meditations. If you learn to quiet the mind, you'll finally start to hear your intuition, your guidance, and that will help you feel more confident when you do take action, that you're taking the correct action, because that intuition, when you start down that path, if it's not the correct one, then something will guide you a different way. You just have to trust that, you know. And by learning to trust my intuition, instead of making decisions straight out of my head, a lot better things have happened in my life. But the magician is having all those elements available to you, where you've got the Midas touch, and anything that you touch turns to gold. It's The Alchemist, which, by the way, is an amazing book, The Alchemist. Love that book. And it's truly about being able to turn any situation into a positive and making the most of your resources to get the outcome that you desire. So, like I said, this energy is absolutely amazing. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands and then the King of Wands. That's beautiful. The tens are the completion of the cycle. So it implies a new beginning, because you can look at the Ten of Wands in several ways. Some view it as being burdened, but to me, she's reaping her harvest. She's got 10 wands on her back, and she's completing her journey. And because that indicates a new beginning, then we have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is self-made. He's the entrepreneur. He's the, you know, build it up from nothing. He didn't come into money. He didn't receive an inheritance. He created his dream and brought it into reality. Magician, by taking action. Because the wands are all about action, and that's 3 wand cards that we've gotten so far. So I really feel like Spirit is telling us to follow our intuition, take action, because the outcome is going to be beautiful. And I'm going to use the teeny tiny Marchetti deck, get a few clarifiers on this, just to see what else do we need to know. What else do we need to know for September? September. Okay, maybe we should do December. What else do we need to know for December? It's funny because that's the second time that's happened today. So something that happened in September may be important as to what's going to happen for you in December. Okay. One more, please. One more, because this is interesting. One more. What do we got? And I am going to do both a financial and a love card. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is passionate, but wishy-washy. So again, I feel like this is clarifying and expanding on that Seven of Cups, where you're just undecided. So I think that with the Knight of Wands coming out, we're being told to channel our energy in a specific direction. So wherever you're getting return on investment, where your energy is being returned, where you're seeing results, focus on that, because the next card is the Chariot. The Chariot being that rapid forward movement, that rapid progress. So the next card is the Nine of Swords. Up in your head. Again, Seven of Cups, undecided. To move forward, to get this rapid movement forward. And the Chariot is a major arcana, which is a very strong energy. So it's not just for like the month of December. But when you channel that energy into the place where you're getting results, you're going to have rapid forward movement. And this, again, extends beyond December, and we have amazing energy through the month of March. So the first few months of 2023 are going to be the greatest opportunity for growth, expansion, really bringing your dreams into reality and getting those goals to manifest in the way that you desire. But again, to do that, we have to get out of our head and that undecided energy, because the Nine of Swords is like sleepless nights and unsettled thoughts. So you might try meditation. And another thing about the sleepless nights being up in your head, may it's very helpful when you have a situation that's causing you to lose sleep and be restless and undecided. Focus on a solution, because where our energy goes, it grows. Meaning that if we focus on the problem, we make the problem bigger, and that doesn't help us. But if we focus on a solution, then all of our energy is going towards finding a solution. And then we're feeding the solution rather than the problem, which generally, when you do that, and it's a way that your subconscious mind works, it starts to help look for solutions by quieting the mind, getting into that quiet state, focusing in on your intuition, and then asking for a solution, asking for signs for a solution, allowing the guidance from spirit to come to you, spirit, God, higher power, whatever you consider to be your higher power, whatever name you've given it. Um, because when you quiet the mind, you'll get those intuitive hits, those signs, those synchronicities, and stay present. Don't get back up in your head. Stay present, because those opportunities are going to come. Like I said, when you're on the path and then it just veers, trust that. Follow that veer. Follow your inner guidance to know that that's where the solution is. Because when you're focused on the solution, your brain is working for you to find that solution instead of just expanding the problem. And for the second time, the King of Wands. So Spirit is just telling us we are in line for some amazing manifestation, abundance, success, as long as we get out of our heads and take action, inspired, focused action in the direction of our goals. And looking at where we're getting return on our investment to know that the energy we're investing is going to grow. So for those of you who are looking for love, we're going to get a Romance Angels card. What do you have for our love seekers? That's quick. We have past life relationship, you have known each other before, and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So December is looking good for love. And another thing about looking for love, if you're trying to manifest a soulmate, the best way to do that is to keep it vague and allow the universe space to work. Because if you're too specific, then that can close off opportunities for spirit to bring you the person you truly desire. So when you're in your visualization, imagining this soulmate coming into your life, imagine how you would feel. How do you want that relationship to feel? Do you want to feel valued, appreciated, cherished, honored? Focus on the emotion and leave the details up to the universe, because a lot of times if we narrow in too much on our manifestation, it cuts off delivery, potential delivery, and it just takes longer. Whereas if we keep an open mind, this thing that's coming in for you may not be what you envisioned, but always trust that when you let the universe do their part and you co-create, which is part of the magician, co-creating with the universe, when you get your hands out of it for a minute, they can just absolutely blow your mind with what you end up receiving. So now we're going to do some abundance angels. What can we look forward to in finances? Let's see if we can get one more. Okay. We have conscious consumer and pay yourself first. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Interesting as we're coming into the Christmas holiday season here in the States. And pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. And I am a big advocate of that. And some of the ways to do that, there's just for the record, I don't have any paid endorsements or anything like that. But there are apps you could use that round up, and then, like, if you make a purchase that's $3.50, they round it up to $4, and that 50 cents goes in the savings account or your checking account or wherever. So that's a good way to just, without even thinking about it, be putting money back. And also, if your employer allows you to split your paycheck, figure out how much you could automatically put into a savings account when you get paid rather than having it go into your checking. Like, out of sight, out of mind. It just automatically goes into that other account. Okay, so to wrap it up, well, hold on. That was messy. We're going to get a Heal Yourself reading card. What can we work on? Temptation. All right. Temptation. And this is card number 19. Temptation. Life is full of temptations, and right now you are being asked to choose the higher path. You need to prove that you're worthy your need to prove that you are worthy and important is clouding your true purpose and tempting you to make wrong decisions. Become aware of what is happening in your life right now. Are you feeling bored in a relationship and looking for something outside of your partnership instead of being honest and working on the challenges you're experiencing or moving on? Is there a work opportunity that is tempting you to act without integrity in order to get ahead? Are you using money as an excuse not to follow your heart? This card asks you to focus on the bigger picture, be honest with yourself, and take the higher path. Another opportunity that is much grander than what you have imagined is on its way. Just be open to it and allow it into your life. I love how it's always, that's one of the things that I love about intuitive practice, because you can't make this up. You can't, you know, randomly pick a card to fly out of the deck that corresponds so well with the rest of the reading. And with a temptation card, again, we were talking about not getting too specific with the partner you're wanting to bring into your life, not getting lost in the potential choices that are going to be available to you, but following your intuition, trusting in spirit that what's coming in is going to be amazing, and allowing it into your life, not shutting it out because it doesn't look like what you had in mind. Again, when we allow the universe to co-create in our lives, in our manifestations, we get much better than what we had expected or what we'd envisioned for ourselves. And just because I love these little cards, I'm going to get a Rebel deck card. And again, just disclaimer, the Rebel deck does have profanity. And if you're enjoying these readings, and again, this is a little off. I usually do coaching readings. But if you're enjoying these videos and they're edifying to you in any way, please like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. It helps get the information out to other people who might benefit from it. Okay, what is our Rebel deck guidance? As I said the other day, I should probably give the profanity disclaimer in general, just because I tend to have profanity too. Okay, Rebel deck guidance. What have you got for us? Ooh, don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. And maybe what this is telling us is that we need to take that quiet time to get in meditation, to get in a quiet place, and really feel what's going on inside us. Get in touch with that guidance. So, all right. I hope this helps. Tarot is, to me, an amazing intuitive tool. And again, because I do the more mainstream life coaching, but I'm also intuitive and spirituality certified. And I feel like for me in my healing journey, a combination of many different practices was very helpful. And so that's what I've incorporated into my own coaching practice. And if you don't like tarot, no worries. Check out one of the coaching videos. It's less, what is it, hoodoo voodoo? I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you soon. Love and light.